From Barnett Stadium in Houston, Texas, Coug Sportsnet proudly presents to you Lamar High School football as your Cougars take on the Rams of Kashmere in this Class 3A Division II Region 3 by district matchup. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. with me. Senior stats, Lewis Perrin Sr. in the stands as always. Guys, the fun has begun because the 10 games we faced and saw this team mature was only a prelude to what we're hoping is going to be a 6-game run all the way to Arlington.
And we are looking to get up there to Arlington. This is game 1. It's not going to be a stepping stone, guys. We cannot look at it like that.
No.
Cougars have been into the playoffs now 22 of 24 years. We're used to advancing, but, guys, we cannot look past game 1.
Last year we played here in this same identical stadium against Houston Fur, and it was very favorable for these Cougars in the first round here at Barnett Stadium. Let's hope that that tradition of Coach Jackson doing a game on a Thursday night to be able to help him for the second round, let's hope that everything plays out like he wants it to.
Got a national anthem coming. Following will be a coin toss, and then it will be your Lamar Cougars taking on the Rams of Kashmere. Coug Sportsnet will be right back here at Barnett Stadium in Houston, Texas, moments away from kickoff of this bi-district round. Your team captains up Lamar tonight. Number 6, Ladarian Ellis-Jones. Number 15, Mike Hardiman. Number 33, Reggie Franklin. And number 57, Marquez Baker.
And for the Rams of Kashmere, we have number 22, Albert Davis. Number 71, Julian Gage Gibson. Number 81, Darius Lewis. And number 84, Jeremiah Stevenson.
Kashmere, of course, for representing District 23 3A. First time we have seen Kashmere since the 2005 by-district round, and we were able to get past them. Pretty wild game over at Rice Stadium where they had a pretty talented kid that ran 2 kickoffs back for touchdowns.
Yep, back in the days, L.J. Castile is quarterback, and not sure who all else we had.
Yeah,
but
Jarrett Perry, that was the year.
Yeah.
Jarrett Perry, James Big Game Thomas. A lot of talent there, and it looks like the Cougars are going to get the ball first.
No, sir.
Actually,
no, they won't.
They deferred.
They deferred. They did win the toss, but they will defer, so you will get to see this defense.
Here we go. Here's the wheel.
Get it rolling, boys.
Gotta love it.
See down there who's heading that wheel and driving that bus. That's Herb Smith down
Number
there.
25.
He was the one doing the steering.
I think everybody's healthy tonight, guys. You should have no problem with the wind. The field condition looks almost perfect. There's no rain. It was a little cold last night, though, on Wednesday night when that norther came through. It was getting in the mid to high 30s. So I think when I drove up I-45 north tonight, it was like 57, 58. So that's not too bad for football weather.
Oh, not bad at all. Not for, particularly for this area.
Doing what we like to do, sitting out in the stands with the fans tonight.
There you go.
Set the kickoff for Lamar, Ricky Guillen.
Boy, and he sure has been a success story. Get it right here. The last, I guess, the last 4 or 5 games, guys, he's had, 3 field goals or 4 field goals?
4 field goals,
yes, sir. And been thumping that ball for extra points. He's been almost automatic on extra point attempts.
And he pretty much kicks the ball wherever he wants to on the opening kickoff. He's been perfecting that little short pooch kick.
That's right.
But when he needs to, he can put that ball back around the goal line.
Back deep for Kashmere, number 2, Joseph Cormier. Number 21, Danielle Glaspie. And number 22, Albert Davis. Rams led by Gary Dunham, the head coach. They will look to see if they can get past this Lamar team. And we are underway, and the playoffs have started. Kick is in the direction of Cormier as he gets the ball around the 7-yard line, goes to the 10, 15, around the 20, and we get stopped around the 22-yard line. So that is where the Kashmere Rams will start with their quarterback, number 3, Darian Christie. Completed just 40% of his passes during the regular season, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Also is their second leading rusher.
They kind of spread it around in the backfield, that's what I understand, guys. Is that correct?
A whole lot,
Correct.
like 13 ball carriers over the course of the year.
Oh.
Just a couple of them, though, have gained any substantial yards. Their leading rusher is sitting at about 467.
All right.
So
So that's still spreading it around.
no
Oh, yeah.
question. 1st and 10, and they will go out of a 2-back shotgun set. Something the Cougars definitely are familiar with as number 21, Glaspie, goes in motion. 4-man front for the Cougars. As Christie gets a high snap, hands the ball off to Simmons, and Simmons is going to move the ball to around the 30-yard line.
He brought
Guys,
da-
I was going to say, guys, I want y'all to take a look at that lineman on this near side, number 71. Lewis, you looked at some of those stats of those players before the game started. Number 71, what's the size and the weight on that young man?
6'1", 255.
Well, he looks a lot heavier than 255.
So a gain of 7 will make it 2nd down and 3. We'll spot the ball at the 30-yard line. Bit of a pistol formation for the Rams, and the ball's going to be handed off this time to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to lose yardage on that play as we introduce our Lamar defense. Number 4, Gerald Johnson. Number 5, Val Allen. Number 7, Tyree Mason. Number 8, one of last week's heroes, that's Chason Douglas, with number 9, Isaiah Hall, out there as well. Number 33, Reggie Franklin. Number 40, Devin Thomas. Number 44, Justin Britton. Number 45, William Tenner. And rounding out that defense, number 52, Kenneth Edwards.
And Kenneth Edwards was the man in there on that stop that time, helping hand from Val Allen.
So a loss of yardage on that play, a loss of 1. 3rd down, 4. Still go again, a pistol set. Actually, almost modified to a basic shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the near side. And Christie's going to roll out towards that side. Looks for a receiver, has to double pump, throws the ball, and it's going to be complete. They will say he got the reception, so a good pass by Christie in the face of a rush. Gets it to number 7, Joshua Linton.
Boy, he was very patient there, guys, and was able to wait for his receiver to come uncovered.
So they are able to move up the chains. 1st and 10 for the Rams. They spot the ball at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he had 3 Cougars in pursuit of him, being led by William Tenner. And still got that ball off.
New personnel in there. That's Tommy Young, number 48, into the game right now for Lamar. Again, a shotgun set, 3 wide receivers, 1 to the near side. Man in motion and false start, high snap, all things going wrong for Cashmere, and it looks like that's going to go backwards.
Boy, I tell you what, they're lucky it was a false start.
That's
now.
it.
If that ball would have went over the quarterback's over his head, it would
Yeah,
have
that
been
ball
much worse.
rocketed over the head of Christie. That would have easily been about 15 yards back. So number 71, that's Julian Gage Gibson. His false start actually saved this team right there.
Yeah, with the speed of Lamarck's linemen and some of those linebackers that were creeping up, I don't know if they'd have been able to beat us to that ball that far over his head.
Yeah.
Number 42, Mark Labadian for the Rams, replacing number 20, Gary Simmons. Again, they'll go to 4 wide receiver set. They'll take their trips over to the far side. Christie back, pump fakes, steps, throws, goes up top, looks for a man, and then is going to be almost intercepted. Went in and out of the hands of number 3, Quincy James, and James is getting some action at defensive back.
Yeah, he's the one that actually got a hand on it. The receiver for Cashmere didn't even have a chance at it.
Good coverage there. Intended receiver was number 2, Joseph Cormier.
Chris Laws did a real fine job, too, of getting in there and putting pressure on that throw.
Brings up a 2nd and 15 now.
10:13 to go, first quarter, and that sound you're hearing is the Cashmere Band. A little late in arriving, but they are finally here. Again, this time they'll send their bunch formation over to the near side. Cormier is to the far side. That ball again was nearly shot over his head. Christie back, throws the ball. It's going to be caught, and reception made by Linton. Probably got it to the original line of scrimmage.
Might have got a little bit more. I think he got about a 6-yard. Well, I don't know. You're right. By the way, the referee, he didn't even quite make
Not
the
even
original.
get that, so a gain of 4 on that one makes it 3rd down and 11. They'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line. Again, high snaps are slowly becoming a problem there for Cashmere.
And
Something
while Christie's doing a good job rolling out, he's being pursued just about every time. That time it was Arthur Rosemont giving chase.
Labat in the backfield with Christie. Cormier is over to the near side as the sole wide receiver in a 4-wide set. Christie rolls out far side. Steps up. She's going to fling the ball up in the air, and that is going to be incomplete. Jump ball attempt. Gary Harris was the intended receiver. Chason Douglas there with the defense for Lamarque. So the Cougars give up a first down initially, but they do force the Rams to give the ball out.
Yeah, in fact, if Douglas would have played the ball instead of the receiver, he might have, if he'd have continued on, he could have possibly made that interception. The receiver cut off his route and was way too short, thrown way over his head.
So fourth down coming up. Punter is number 22, Albert Davis, back deep for Lamarque. Detron Cole, he is at his own 35-yard line.
We've seen him run a couple back already this year.
Cougs have 8 up. And it's going to be a fake, actually a soccer-style punt, as Young did a good job of avoiding it. Fielded by Cole at the 40, got a good block. And he slides down and around the 48-yard line. The flag comes in late. So we'll see what the infraction is. But give a little credit there to Albert Davis. He had some serious pressure coming on him. Was able to give a soccer-style punt.
They're signaling. It looks like they're signaling that one's going to go against Lamarque.
Yeah, holding it, they're saying there. Boy, but somebody got some snot bubbles coming up on that hit by the Lamarque special team player.
That should take it back to about the 33-yard line. Oh, no, just a 10-yard holding. Yep.
So that is where the Lamarque offense will start with 9:47 to go first quarter with LaDarian Ellis-Jones leading the offense with number 24, Daquan Jones, in the backfield with him. Wide receivers, Demetrius James, number 2. Number 33, Reggie Franklin is in there. Also number 23, Carlos Spells. And it'll be Ellis-Jones rolling out. Pass underneath, in and out the hands up Spells. Had some room to run. As he was not able to hold on to the ball.
I like that play, though, guys.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, he did.
Take a look at the offensive line. Number 50, Markel Dupree. Number 56, Ashton Holmes. 57, Marquez Baker. 74, Michael Smither. 79, Taryn Gaines. And on second down, it's going to be LaDarian Ellis-Jones calling his own number. Gets close to a first down. Looks like he might have got it.
Well, that crossing pattern in the backfield had those linebackers. They couldn't do anything except for just watch until they finally got into the secondary.
First and 10, and the Cougars will move the chains on this one. Counterplay is going to be to Daquan Jones. Gets to the midfield, 45. Bulls his way past the 40 to around the 38-yard line. So Daquan Jones, gain of 13 on his first carry of the night. And he comes into the game with 6 straight 100-yard games, and he is knocking on the door of a 1,000-yard season.
You know, and he's also running with authority, guys. He's not a finesse runner. He puts that head down, and he makes those yards.
And he carried 3 guys with him the last 5.
First and 10, Jones swings it back, caught this time by Spells. 35, tripped up and around the 31-yard line. So a gain of 6 on that play.
Nice flare out of the backfield, guys.
Tackle made by number 33, that's Kendall Domino, senior defensive back.
Cougars really going up pace.
No huddle attack. Alan Cooper coming in for the first time tonight. 2nd and 3. It's going to be Ellis-Jones cutting back. Room to run. First down and a little more as he will burrow his way to around the 26-yard line. And again, the Cougars are going to move the chains.
LaDarian Ellis-Jones getting into the action early here tonight, guys.
2 carries already, 16 yards for Ellis-Jones.
Spot the ball first and 10 at the 26-yard line. 8:49 to go first quarter. Ellis-Jones again. They'll go with the counterplay to Cooper. Turns the corner. 25 inside the 20 to around the 18-yard line. Alan Cooper with 8 yards on his first carry up tonight. And the Cougars are grinding yards at will thus far.
Well, they're keeping the defense honest, though, with a couple of flare passes that they've thrown out of the backfield, and they can't just concentrate on the run.
2nd down and 2 at the 18-yard line. Ellis-Jones calls his own number, cuts back in, inside the 15, close to the 10, inside the 10. to around the 9-yard line. So tack on another 9 yards on that drive, and the Cougars have first and goal. Move the chains, if you will, and the chain gang is going to get a bit of a break. That ball is spotted first and goal.
Right at the 10.
Right at the 10, so they can go just inside the 1. And it'll be Ellis Jones trying to turn the corner and won't. Stopped this time by Christopher Black. 5'11" and 180-pound junior linebacker is able to knife in and slow that play down. Loss of yardage, loss of about 3 will make it second down and 13.
You got a size mismatch over here, guys, with Ardeman.
Second and 13. See if the Cougars can exploit that. Free play coming up. They'll swing it out to Jones. Jones cuts it back. Will carry a couple of defenders to around near the original line of scrimmage. And it looks like in all likelihood that it is an encroachment. It is, and you can move that 5 yards. And a hitting weapon that is LaDarian Ellis-Jones' hard count strikes early.
Almost every game, guys.
Certainly over the last 5.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes multiple times.
So back to a first down. Actually, first down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 8-yard line this time.
No, it's still second down.
Second down, excuse me, at the 8-yard line. Handoff is going to be to DeQuan Jones. Turns the corner to the 10 to the 5. He's going to walk in. Touchdown!
There we go.
Started up early as DeQuan Jones goes in from 8 yards. And with 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Cougars strike first.
That was a good orchestrated drive, guys.
Very methodical drive. You have to like the fact that there were a number of hands that got a hold of that football. Love the diversity on that drive. Ricky Guillen set to kick the extra point. The holder is Carlos Spells. Snap, the kick is up, and Guillen is going to be good. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go, first quarter. It is Lamar 7, Cashmere nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 9 plays, 62 yards was all that the Cougars needed to get on the board first. Capped off by DeQuan Jones in an 8-yard touchdown run. As he had 1, 2, 3, 4 different players touch the football on that drive. Guillen kicks it off high and towards the corner. Fielded by Cormier around the 13-yard line to the 15, and he'll be stopped at around the 19-yard line.
Cormier almost acted like he didn't want that ball when he let it bounce.
Touched it like a hot potato.
Yeah, that gave an extra second for those defenders to come down there.
And that is something that you cannot afford to have, especially with the way the special teams unit has covered for most of the season. Second drive for the Rams. It's going to start at the 20-yard line. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go first quarter. As Darian Christie, junior quarterback, will lead his team on the field. And he will go under center. Pro set with 3 wide receivers. Counterplay this time, it's going to be to number 20, Gary Simmons, and Simmons doesn't make the lineup scrimmage.
Yeah, he tripped over his own man, but then Val Allen was right there to say, okay, you're not going any further.
Loss of a yard, so make it second down and 11. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. Cougs striking first in the opening drive. DeQuan Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. As the Rams of Cashmere High look to strike back. So second down and 11. Again, backs are split behind Christie. With the snap, Christie will drop back, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be intercepted by Reggie Franklin.
Just like that.
Yes,
Just
sir.
like that, and the Cougars will get the ball back. We talked before last week's game about how it was sooner or later you're going to get that deluge of turnovers. Got 3 last week, and we've got 1 already with 6:17 to go here in the first quarter.
And, you know, usually looking at the stats and everything, you would expect Cashmere to be a little bit more optimistic. This is the team that came into today with 14 interceptions and 8 fumble recoveries, but that's +1 for Lamarque.
First and 10 for the Cougars, and Ellis Jones will hand the ball off to Cooper, and Cooper gets inside the 35, turns the corner, 30, 25, 20. A foot race, and he'll be dragged down and around the 13 to make it the 12-yard line. So a gain of 25 by Alan Cooper.
Boy, he's got that burst of speed, doesn't he, guys?
He does. Remember, he missed about 3 or 4 games during the regular season.
Yep.
With the high ankle sprain, but since he has returned, the offense has really taken on to a next level. 1st and 10, Cooper again in the backfield, hands off, cuts back, goes inside the 10, churns the ball to around the 8-yard line.
Boy, he hits that line hard, doesn't he, guys?
He has one of the most explosive steps that you will see.
As hard as he hits it when he's running up the middle, this year anyway, he's proven to be very effective when he's going around either edge.
And a timeout by Cashmere, 5:56 to go first quarter. It's Lamar 7, Cashmere nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. After the timeout, Cougars still with the football. 2nd down and 6 at the 8-yard line. Number 85, the fullback for Lamar, is sophomore Albert Irvin.
Yeah, he's had action a little bit earlier in the season, guys.
And handoff is going to be to Cooper. Got a nice block from Irvin. Cooper tries to cut it back. Gets inside the 5. He'll be stopped at around the 4. So a 3rd down and goal coming up for Lamar with 5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
One of Lamarck's wide receivers there almost was caught holding, but he knew better.
Irvin, the fullback. Hand off to Cooper. Cooper's going to find his way through blockers and walk in for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And the Cougars are going to make it 2 for 2 as Alan Cooper walks in from 3 yards out. So the Cougars now make it 13-0 with 5:25 to go here in the first quarter.
Very businesslike, guys.
Guillen set to kick the extra point. Spells is the holder. Snap, the kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be good. 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It is the Cougars up by a count of 14-0. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. Alan Cooper accounting for all 38 yards in all 4 plays of the scoring drop that he caps off with a 3-yard run. Cougs now up 14-0. And for the Rams, who came in with a 4-game winning streak, they're going to find that this road is going to be pretty uphill.
And steep.
Kick again is towards Cormier around the 11-yard line, gets to the 15, tries to get to the corner, gets to the 20, and he'll be stopped at around the 27, making the 28-yard line.
Pretty good run back, guys.
Good run back for Cormier as the Rams will start their 3rd drive of the evening at the 28.
Yeah, he broke his lane a little bit that time by running laterally across the field, and that probably helped him get just a little bit further down as Lamar did a fine job of holding their lanes.
So the Rams with Christie at quarterback. He threw an interception on his last drive. This time he'll go back in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers set is to the near side. The 4th wide receiver is to the far. Christie awaiting the snap. Calls his own number, tries to turn the corner, gets to the 30, still on his feet to around the 33-yard line before he was tripped up. That was Quincy James, number 3. Yep. So Christie able to turn the corner, was able to get some yards on that, pick up 5 on that play. So make it 2nd down and 5 with 4:55 remaining in the first quarter. Hear both bands playing right now. You can hear Lamarck's going. 2nd and 5. They'll bring a bunch formation to the far side. Cormier is set back to the near. Christie play action. Rolls out, steps up, throws, going up top. Has the man complete. Good coverage again by Chason Douglas as number 21 for Cashmere. And that's going to be Danielle Glaspie, their leading receiver. He was looking for a flag on that one to no avail.
If that ball had been a little bit more catchable, he might have gotten that flag because James never turned around.
Yeah, he was playing. He was actually flanking the player, not looking at the ball. Well, that's twice they've gone deep now, guys.
So 3rd down, 5 to go.
Another nice job by Thomas that time, Devin Thomas, on the pursuit of the quarterback.
3rd and 5. They need to get to the 39-yard line. Again, a 4 wide receiver set for Christie. Someone
it's
jumps
good.
for
Fade it
Lamar.
back.
So play fake. Christie back throws. Ball is going to be caught. Nice reception there as number 7, Joshua Linton, again with the reception. Good hit by Reggie Franklin, but it's going to move the chains for the Rams. Pickup of 12 on that play. Linton's 3rd reception on the evening. So 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 46 with 4:12 to go.
Well,
They definitely needed a first down on that one, guys.
They did, and they're running that bunch formation over there to the far side, and all 3 receivers are staying in the same general area. One may break out long, and that's causing a little bit of confusion in the backfield.
Again, there's your bunch formation there. Christie hands the ball off. This time it's going to be to Glassby, and Glassby's going to be tattooed by Val Allen.
Boy,
Say hello to Val.
man, he's got closing speed, guys.
A gain of 1. That shows you just how quick he is, because it looked like Glassby had the corner, but Val Allen zeroing in fast helped him to just a gain of 2 on that one.
And that was like one of those calf wrestler type moves where he reached out, grabbed the shoulder pads, and slung his legs around and brought him down.
2nd down and 8. Christie again now under center. Split backs, 3 wide receivers, and Christie quick snap and got next to nothing. Full known as Arthur Rosemond and the number 45, William Tenner, there on the stop.
Yeah, he was trying to be able to fool the defense there by looking around, thinking that he'd catch him napping.
Probably a half yard if that. So again, another 3rd and long situation for Kashmere as we are inside 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rams trailing 14-0 to Lamar. We'll officially call it 3rd down and 8. Again, backs are split. Number 7, Linton, is in the slot next to Cormier, number 2. Christie back in the pocket, has pressure, tries to avoid one man, and he will not get there as number 7, Tyree Mason, grabbed his jersey quick and allowed the rest of the Cougars to come and drag him short of a first down.
When you talk about the rest of the Cougars, you're looking at 8 guys surrounding him when he finally decided that he'd had enough.
Got the ball inside Lamar territory, Mike.
I was going to say, now with down 14 points and you're inside Lamar territory, you go ahead and go for it?
I think you have to.
Yep.
And you're down 14-0, and you're in a situation where you've got absolutely nothing to lose. 4th down and 3. They've got to get the ball to the 44 up Lamar.
Now they've got that shotgun or that soccer-style kicker.
Look for Linton, number 7, to find his way towards the red zone. Back to throw, and that ball is going to be intercepted. And that is going to be number 48. That's Tommy Young, his 2nd pick of the season.
Yeah, he was a defensive player of the game about 5 weeks ago.
Defensive player game against Kip Sunnyside, where he got his first interception.
And he read that perfectly, guys. He was in an excellent position to make that pick.
So the Cougars doing a great job of adjusting to that rollout by Christie. Drive ends with their 2nd turnover of the night, and the Cougars with the ball at the 48, their own 48, up 14. Back to throw, Ellis Jones. Ball's going to be caught by Spells, and Spells moves the ball inside the 45 to around the 42-yard line. Should be enough for a first down, and it is.
Nice high percentage pass there, Lewis.
It really was. It was an easy pitch and catch for Spells, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do with it.
They will spread the ball out 4 wide receivers with Daquan Jones in the backfield. It will be Jones inside the 40 as he will just lower his head and get down to around the 38-yard line. So a gain of around 3 on that play makes it 2nd and 7. And we've got a man down, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Holmes able to run off the field under his own power. So after a gain of 3, will make it 2nd down and 7. Ellis Jones back, pump fakes, and is going to be sacked. Full 1 defender, but number 44, Aaron Reese, junior linebacker, able to stop Jones, and that's a loss of yardage that will take the Cougars back to their 43-yard line. Loss of 5.
Yeah, they were looking for that little short pass over there to number 23, and those linemen broke, let them men come through, and and Jones did not have a way to get that ball through him to him.
3rd down and 12 for Lamar. 25 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide set. Ellis Jones back, throws the ball up in the direction of Hardeman, incomplete. Looking for a flag. I don't see one.
No, I think they did. They didn't break the plane.
So it will be 4th down coming up. So the sack by Cashmere will slow Lamarck down and will bring Natron Cole in, number 28, to punt.
Now, is it a perfect time to maybe try for the first time this year a fake punt?
With the 14-0 lead, why put yourself in that kind of a situation?
All right.
Pin them deep.
17 seconds to go. Back deep for Cashmere is Cormier, as he is situated around his own 9-yard line.
Of course, he's not dropping deep. Okay, now he's backing up a little bit.
Yeah, but you know we've modified that punt
Well, I know it.
throughout the year.
Reggie Franklin looking like he's in motion. He is, and it's
There
a
you
good
go.
punt by Cole, and that is going to drop the ball inside the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
Spun a little bit too much there when it hit.
A little bit, yep.
So with 11 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, Rams will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. Flag is down. Holding against Cashmere.
Now, is that before the snap?
Not typically.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably on
Post-possession.
your gunners going down the field.
11 seconds to go. Cougars, of course, one of several teams in the area starting their playoff run. And as we are just near the end of the 1st quarter, our neighbors in Texas City are not too far from us at Rice Stadium as they take on Rosenberg Terry.
Does that ball go to where?
Down
15
to the 10.
or 10?
It'll go to the 10.
All right.
So the Rams are in a deep
Oh,
hole.
what's
That's
he-
going to go even further back.
That's a spot.
Spot foul. It's
Yes,
a personal
yes.
foul
Oh, that's why. There
against
we
Cashmere,
Okay,
so
so
that's going to put them at their own 5-yard line.
Whoa. So the punt,
go. Yeah, they're going to have
was-
to bring that one back out because it can only be half the distance.
so that's what I was getting ready to say. Man, he walked the whole thing off.
Yeah, so it is
they'll-
the 10-yard line.
So they'll take it back to the 10-yard line. Either way, the Rams are deep in their own territory, trailing 14-0.
And this is where Reggie Franklin likes to come in on blitzes and see if he can't terrorize the quarterback, particularly if he stays back there and tries to throw.
Christie in shotgun, lines up around his own 4-yard line. Gets the snap, drops back, has time, throws a dart downfield. That's a man wide open. Oh, he just missed Danielle Glaspie, and Glaspie had about 3 or 4 yards ahead of any Lamar Cougar on the field.
This quarterback from Cashmere's got a pretty good arm on him, guys.
Good arm. He's got good poise in the pocket.
Yep.
He does. That time the deep safety for Lamarque back here in the back played to the near side. The man was going deep, leaving that man pretty much open over there on that far side as coverage was dropped in favor of a man down short.
Huge opportunity missed by Cashmere with 6 seconds to go in the 1st. Christie again in shotgun. Gets the snap, drops back. Hall showing pressure, forced him out of the pocket. Christie's going to run 15, and he'll get out to around the 21-yard line. So a gain of 11
It's like he's
on
got
the last play of the 1st quarter.
He's got that first down, guys.
He does.
Yep.
Gain of 11, but it's really been a Cougar-dominated 1st quarter. 2 touchdowns, 2 turnovers. After 1 period of play, it is Lamarck 14, Cashmere nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Started the 2nd quarter as Cashmere starts their drive, continues their drive at their own 21-yard line, a 1st and 10 after the scramble by Christie. Rams getting a shotgun, and it's going to be a handoff this time to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to get the ball to around the 30-yard line. So the Rams showing some offensive spark here at times as Glaspie will gain around 8, make it 9 on that play.
Glaspie did a real fine job because he had Ariel Fleming and Chris Laws closing in on him very rapidly in the backfield, and he just split those two men, ran right between them to get that yardage.
You know, guys, the Rams are actually setting up the run with the pass.
Glaspie's their leading rusher, 467 yards, 5 touchdowns, and go along being their second leading receiver with 11 receptions. Christie shotgun play fake handoff. It's going to actually it will be Christie, who should be close enough for the first down. Looks like he might have got it.
Kendrick Randall that time in there on the stop.
And they will move the chain. So from being deep in their own territory, the Rams have forged their way to the 33-yard line. So 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Rams trying to begin a sustained drive as they trail 14-0 here in this by-district round game. 3 wide receiver set is going to be to the near side as Christie play fake, steps up, throws, going long, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Looking in the direction of Cormier. Good coverage again by Douglas.
Yes, sir.
Cougars doing their rotating of linemen. Emil Fleming will go out. Arthur Rosemont will come back in.
Yeah, Douglas was actually in a better position to catch that ball than the receiver was.
Yep. Yeah, he actually got in front of the receiver and kept him from continuing his route. Rosemont coming in, you said, Brandon, he had a good game last week.
He did. That defense really stepped up in the second half as they were a big key in that comeback win over Stafford. Second down now, 4 wide receivers set to the either side. Cougars showing blitz. Christie back in the pocket. Tries to evade pressure. Gets to the 35, 40, 45, and close to midfield. You will be stopped at around the 47, make it the 48-yard line. So Darian Christie, has been a pretty effective runner here for the Rams.
Yeah, what you got is the linebackers actually are dropping back, looking for the pass, guys, and it's leaving that plenty of territory there. Once he sees the pocket go around him, he goes straight up in between it.
So 1st and 10 at the 47. Christie leads the team with 9 touchdowns, 9 rushing touchdowns this season to go along with the 7 he threw. Christie back in the pocket, has pressure, took a hit, ball is going to be incomplete. Threw that ball in triple coverage.
And that was Edwards that met him in the backfield.
Gave him a nice little thump as the ball was intended for Linton.
Yeah, Lamar right now is content to go with outside pressure from the ends. They're not putting any type of pressure on him from up the middle. I'm sure that the defensive coordinator, Michael Lawrence, has probably got something up his sleeve with that scheme.
2nd down and 10. As the Rams get new personnel in, number 20, Gary Simmons in. He is going to line up in one of the slots along with 21, Glaspie. Christie back, has pressure, trying to avoid it, steps up, and he's just going to throw the ball away. Good pressure by Herb Smith, number 25, and number 52, Kenneth Edwards. And Edwards has spent a good chunk of the early portion of the game in the backfield of the Rams.
He has indeed.
Was anybody, though, in the vicinity, though? I thought we were going to have it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he threw it past the line of scrimmage, and there was a player. And they get pretty loose with that player in the vicinity.
All right.
Nonetheless, an incompletion makes it 3rd down and 10 for Kashmere. They've converted their first 2 3rd down situations here on this drive. Ball still at the 47-yard line. Throw a 3 wide receiver set for the Cougars, for the Rams. Albert Davis is the sole setback with Christie. Cougars showing rush. Christie trying to evade the pressure. Has room, midfield, 45 to the 40, 35. And Darian Christie saw Val Allen coming in with a huge rush. And once he was able to get to the outside, he had a lot of real estate to run, and he made the most of it. Gets the ball down to the 32-yard line. So a gain of 21 on that play.
And that's 3 times on this drive that he's been able to evade a man rushing in from the backfield, go around this near side edge, and gain good positive yardage and a first down.
Fleming back in the game for Lamar. He's going to give number 45, William Tenner, a breather. Deepest penetration so far for the Rams at the Lamar 32-yard line. 1st and 10 with 10-12 to go in the first half. It's going to be Christie trying to evade the rush this time. He's still on his feet, still going, and somehow he got 3 yards out of that.
I thought he had 5-yard loss there for sure, guys.
Got hit the first time by number 7, Tyree Mason. Got hit the second time by number 40, Devin Thomas. Finally broke through and was actually able to get some good yardage out of that play.
Turned out to be a gain of about 3 when it should have been, like you said, Mike, about a 5 or 6 yard loss. So it has really been the legs of Christie that has kept this drive alive. 4 wide receivers set again for the Rams. Davis in the backfield with Christie and a pistol set. 9:23 and counting first half. Christie back. Steps up, throws, ball is going to be incomplete, in and out the hands of number 83, and that is Gary Harris.
He had it too, guys.
He had it right. He had it right in his hands and around the 13-yard line. More than enough for a first down, but I think he started looking around for gold jerseys.
And Christie threw that ball on a rope. There was no loft on that one whatsoever. That was 20 yards straight into the hands, just not able to hold on.
So a 3rd down and 7 coming up, 9:16 to go, first half. See how the Cougars try to adjust to the scrambling ability of Christie here. He's had 2 big runs here to keep this drive alive. Remember, this drive started at their own 10-yard line. Christie back in the pocket, steps up, evades a man, has the 30, the 25, first down and more, and just give Darren Christie a 3rd down, and this kid is magic.
Yeah.
That's 4 in this drive.
Yep.
And got a Cougar down. We'll go ahead and take a break as we see who that player is. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Reggie Franklin able to walk off the field under his own power, and that's a huge loss for the Cougars.
Yeah, even for a play.
1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line. And the Rams threatening to cut this Lamar lead in half. Christie back, counter play is going to be to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to get the ball inside the 15.
And he had to make a couple of nifty cuts as there were plenty of men around him, but again, it was an attempt at the arm tackle, something that we've seen some decided improvement from Lamarque over the course of the last several games.
Gain of around 3 on that play. And you're right, early on in the season, this team, had issues with high tackling, trying to grab guys above the shoulder and everything like that. But now, as district play went on, the defense and the tackling became a little more disciplined. 2nd and 7, they're going to spot the ball at the 14-yard line. Young in the backfield with Christie. And it'll be Christie back. Has pressure, will step up, tries to evade pressure, looking for a receiver, still looking, throws the ball, and that is going to be incomplete. Good effort there by Linton.
And they made that adjustment also, Lewis. If you notice on that, they contained him that time.
They did.
Well, first time tonight, they were able to slow him down.
Val Allen, they let Edwards do all the pressuring, and he put good pressure on him. Val Allen stayed right out here down at about the 12-yard line, about 5 yards inside the line over there, and said, you're not going to get past him.
So 3rd down, and like you said, Mike, you and Coach Lawrence had something up his sleeve, and right now it seems like Allen is going to be the shadow of Christie. Shotgun on 3rd and 7. Coug show blitz. Christie back, steps up, throws, ball in and out of the hands again, looking in the direction of Linton. Threw the ball just a bit low, and Linton was pretty close to a first down.
He had good pressure on him, though, guys.
He did. So a 4th down and 7 coming up with 8:05 to go here in the first half. Coug stopped them on downs the last drive, the interception by Young. Rosemont will go out. They'll bring Datron Cole in as an extra defensive back.
They have a 3-man front for the Cougars.
4th down and 7. They're going to bring their 3 wide receivers over to the near side. Cormier is to the farthest, as Christie's going to roll out. Has room, and he's going to get the first down.
5 times in one drive.
And the one thing about this drive is that it's keeping that Lamar offense off the field, as the Rams get a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Impressive drive, guys.
Very impressive. Started at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, they've moved that ball 85 yards now.
1st and goal, 7:59 to go, first half. And trip set for Cashmere. Young in the backfield with Christie. High snap. Handoff to Christie, and Christie will get maybe a yard on that play.
Tyree Mason almost met him in the backfield, able to get a hand on him and slow him down just a little bit.
Rosemont coming in to replace Fleming. 7:41 to go first half, as the Rams will bring more personnel in. Number 42, and that is Mark Labatt. He's going to play fullback here, as the Rams have a 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line, and Christie's going to go under center. They have an eye set. Glaspie's the deep back. Christie with the snap. Handoff is going to be to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to get in for a touchdown. So the Rams pulling out a lot of magic under the legs of Christie on a 90-yard drive that's going to be capped off. 3-yard run by Glaspie, and Cashmere is within a point of cutting this lead in half.
Very impressive, that quarterback, guys.
You've got to like him.
Yep. Yeah, what'd you say, Lewis, 5 times?
5 times he was able to get first downs.
Get that, yep. 4 of those are 3rd down. The 5th one was 4th down.
It'll be Young set to kick the extra point. Christie is the holder. Gets the snap. The kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be good. So a new score with 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Cashmere has cut the lead in half, but Lamar still leads by a count of 14-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 90-yard drive by Cashmere. It's capped off by a 3-yard run by Daniel Glaspie, as Young is set to kick off. Back deep for LaMarcus Daquan Jones. He is at the 15-yard line. And you've got Franklin, Spells, and Cole as the upbacks.
The body language tells me.
Yep. There we go.
They will pooch it, and it will be a fair catch by Val. Val Allen called for the fair catch before Franklin fielded it.
Anybody makes that motion.
Yep.
That's it.
So the Cougars, been a while since we've seen the offense. 7-minute drive by Cashmere.
And Lamarck's offense actually had to punt it away to give Cashmere that ball on that previous drive.
So 1st and 10, LaDarian Ellis-Jones is going to be under center. And it's going to be a dot play to Daquan Jones. And Jones will get the ball past the 35 to around the 36-yard line. Host of Rams in there on the stop. Number 76, Malik Moses, and you can't miss this big kid.
No, you cannot.
6'3", 320 pounds. 2nd down. Handoff is going to be this time to Jones, and actually it's going to be Douglas. Chason Douglas will get a carry, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Actually, they'll say he got a yard, so 3rd down coming up. Last thing you want is a 3-and-out at your Lamar.
Especially after a long drive like that.
That's right.
Give your defense a little bit of a breather.
That's right.
Corey Lede lines up at a tight end, number 18. And that's a possible free play. Harmon goes up, ball incomplete. Had to play a little defensive back on that one.
I didn't see a flag, guys.
I don't either.
And it seems like, no flag.
They squandered that drive, guys.
They did, and that's, right on cue. You say the last thing you want your Lamarque is a 3 and out, and that's exactly what they did. So 6 minutes, 1 second left in the first half, and the Rams, who just scored, get a 3 and out on Lamarque, and it gets that offense right back on the field. Back deep for Cashmere is number 21, and that is Glassby, who scored the touchdown. Number 2, Joseph Cormier. Both of them are lined up around their own 27-yard line. And it's going to be a fake punt here, and it's going to be Cole with the first down and a little more. Mike, you got your wish. You were wondering when would be a good time to run that fake, and Datron Cole right on cue, and that's a much-needed first down for Lamarque.
Boy, and he made it with ease as well, guys.
Oh, certainly. Certainly. We've seen the fake punt work against Lamarque a host of times during the regular season.
Yeah, that's first time this year, guys.
That's the first time we've seen Lamarque run it.
All right, now let's get the wheels clicking.
First down, and it's going to be Jones. Actually, Daquan Jones, 45-40, still on his feet to around the 35-yard line, so that fake punt looks like it might have wakened up this offense.
Yeah, once you get Daquan Jones where he's feeling comfortable in the game, I tell you what, he's almost unstoppable, guys.
Gain of 17 on that play. So first down and 10 at the 35 of Cashmere. Jones is going to call his own number. Gets past the 30 to around the 27-yard line. So a gain of 8. Coach Jackson likes to call this style of play Orabama. And it's kind of the up-tempo of Oregon and with the power in-your-face style of Alabama.
Orabama.
So second down and 2 to go. And it's going to be Daquan Jones inside the 20. Flag is down as he's going to go down. The ball popped loose. Flag is down.
Think we may see motion, yep.
Was motion. We'll see if they holding. And the ball was fumbled.
Oh, it's a turnover?
It is a turnover. Ball was fumbled. Ball popped loose out of Jones' hand as he was coming down. And it's a 1st and 10 for Cashmere at their own 12-yard line with 5:09 to go in the first half.
All right, it's time for the defense. They got to stop this stuff.
Got it, exactly. You tend to get, drawn in and fall asleep under that adage of, an HISD team really stands no chance come playoff time. But right now, these Rams of Cashmere are definitely sticking their necks in there and staying in the fight. 1st and 10. Christie directing traffic. The shotgun set has Young in the backfield with him. Again, they got that 4 wide receiver set. They'll bring their trips to the near side. Christie's going to roll out towards that direction. Steps up. Is going to throw a ball in and out of the hands of the receiver, and that is number 20, Gary Simmons. Christie's played well, guys, but one of the problems that, he's been hurt with it drops.
Yeah, he was open. He had nobody around him, had room to run had he made that catch. And the pass was right where it needed to be.
So second down and 10, 5 minutes 4 seconds to go first half. Cougars leading 14-7 over Cashmere, but Lamarque has run only 6 plays here in the second quarter. Labat in the backfield now. Souls back with Christie. They might look for some kind of a run option here by Christie. He's going to roll out, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught. Linton with the reception. And it's going to be about 3 yards short of a first down. That's the 4th reception for number 7, Joshua Linton.
Actually going to be about 3rd and 4 there, it looks like.
4. So 4 minutes, 58 seconds left after he went out of bounds. Ball is at the 18-yard line at Cashmere. Cougars need a stop here. Try to give the defense a breather and give the offense a chance to get back on the field. In the shotgun set, Christie back, has pressure, tries to evade it, tries to scramble, tries to get out of the end zone, and he won't.
Oh, that's going to be
a safety.
That's a safety.
Give
Yes,
credit
sir.
to Herb Smith. You can run, but you can't hide a full 48 against this Lamar defense.
Yes, sir. They had him corralled.
And I think his knee was down even before he attempted to get rid of that ball, and it would have been grounding a safety regardless. Either way, that ball got nowhere near the line of scrimmage, and there was nothing but yellow jerseys in his area.
All right, they got a punt from the 20. Is that correct?
That's it.
Again, you had to figure that Coach Lawrence was going to come up with an adjustment to slow this kid down. And the Cougars brought massive pressure on that play, and Herb Smith, number 25, he was the guy who led the wheel before kickoff. He's also going to be the guy who gets credit for the safety. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go first half. Lamar now up 16-7. And they will get the ball back.
Plenty of time on the clock.
Plenty of time. You've got your full set of timeouts. Number 22, Albert Davis, will do the punting for Kashmere.
Pretty clean first half so far, guys.
Has been.
And a very fast one, as we've only clicked off about an hour. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet.
Yep.
Well, considering some of the games that we have been through this season with the long quarters.
Yeah, we've seen quarters go more than an hour.
Oh, my gosh. You think about Dallas Lynch in the first half of that game a few weeks ago.
Sure was.
That tends to happen when you have a team attempt 51 passes. Cole is back deep for Lamar at the 38 of the Cougars. As Young will punt it in the direction of Cole, and he will field it, bobble it around the 36. Gets to the 40. Has a bit of a seam midfield. That's Daquan Jones, actually. Midfield tries to cut back and will be stopped finally at around the 46-yard line. Still a pretty good return for Daquan Jones. And the Cougars are going to get good field position here with 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
Yeah, guys, you see the way he went to the right, cut back, and you thought he was going to come across the field this way, but then reverse his field again. That's it's hard to teach something like that. That's natural talent.
And that's a natural talent. You got to remember, this kid's a sophomore, so he is going to be wearing that gold jersey for another 2 years. First and 10. They will go back in their shotgun set. Daquan Jones, sole man in the backfield. He will get the carry. Cuts it back to the 45. So around the 44. First man to stop him was big number 76, Malik Moses. And I don't care how fast you are, you get that big guy's pit, you get those mitts on you, you're not going to go far.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do his usual lower his shoulder, pick the guy up and drag him 3 or 4 yards when the guy that you're trying to drag is 320 pounds.
Time out here by Lamar with 4:13 to go first half. We'll take it with them. Lamar leading 16-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. After the quick timeout by Lamar, it's their first. Cougars get a first and will get a second down and 7 at the 44-yard line of Kashmere. They're in an I formation, actually offset I, with Jones the up back. And it's going to be the wraparound play, and Kashmere was not fooled at all.
And they're going to give him forward. They're going to give him forward progress, and forward progress is going to be a loss of 3.
Number 35, Christopher Black, gets the stop, but also gives some credit to the Xavier Roberts, number 34. So that's going to be a loss of 3, third down.
They need to get those little passes going again, guys. We're getting a little bit too predictable.
Third down and 10, so it's right back to the original lineup scrimmage. 3 wide set. Cooper and Ellis Jones in the backfield. And it'll be Ellis Jones back, steps up, goes long, looks for a man, and that ball is intercepted. Ball got caught up in the wind. He threw it in double coverage, but number 27, Jerry Brooks, comes down to pick. So the second turnover up the quarter for Lamar. And again, with 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first half, still enough time for Kashmere to try to work themselves right back into the ball game. Again, Cougs looking a little lethargic here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they are.
You know, dominant in the first 2 drives, but since then, it has really been a sluggish effort by the offense. See if the defense can pick things up again. Glaspie's in the backfield with Christie again. They go up there set 4 wides with trips to the near. Christie's going to hand it off to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to be stopped immediately. Edwards was the first guy to get a hand on him. Val Allen was also in the vicinity as well.
Datron Cole also in there, as well as number 55, Arthur Rosemond.
So a short gain of 2 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Cougs up 16-7 here. It's a 2nd and 8 situation coming up. Again, it's Glaspie in the backfield with Christie. They'll bring 4 wide, 2 to either side. Christie, counterplay. Actually, it's going to be to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to lose yardage in a bit of a chunk of it. Isaiah Hall, number 9, number 28, Cole, also there in on the stop, and it's a timeout.
Should be Lamar timeout.
It is a Cougars timeout, and with 2:36 to go here in the first half, we'll take it with them. It's Lamar 16, Cashmere 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 3rd down and long. It'll be 3rd down and 12 at the 15-yard line for Cashmere. Christie will hand the ball, actually roll out. Good play fake. That ball's going to be caught. 1st down and a little bit more. Beautiful play fake by Christie, fooled the Cougars. And it will be Glaspie, the guy who initiated the fake, with a huge reception.
25 yards on that.
And that's going to put the ball at the 40-yard line of Cashmere with 2:27 to go. Rams do have 2 timeouts remaining. So they do have time to be patient here. 1st and 10. Christie again directing traffic. Glaspie in the backfield with him. Shotgun set with 4 wide receivers. Handoff's going to be to Glaspie. Glaspie gets past the 40 to around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
And again, Cole right on top of that play.
And got a man down. He will work his way back up.
Yeah, he's okay.
Look like Edwards, number 52.
You know, when you get hit around the shin bones in cold weather like this, it stings a lot worse.
Oh, there's no question about that. He will go out as Thomas will come in and replace him. 2nd and 8, 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the first half. Clock stopped for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Don't know why.
They may have called that an injury.
So Christie back, steps up, goes long, going, looking, and almost intercepted. Again, great coverage by Douglas as he and Cormier are going back and forth. A nice little side matchup to this game, and thus far it has been Chason Douglas getting the best of Cormier.
And now the clock's going on an incomplete pass.
So they will go ahead, stop it at 144.
Yeah, I think they were making up for
lost time. There you go.
Well, they should.
So 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 8 with 144 remaining. Rams looking to extend this drive. Cougars trying to get the ball back one last time. Christie back in the pocket. Still has time. It's going to be dragged down. Finally, but not before he gets around 5, maybe 6 yards.
I don't think I would chance a 4th down attempt here, guys, if I were the Rams.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do, though.
They will be Lamar taking a timeout. It's their last. 1:34 to go first half. Cougars leading 16-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4th down coming up, 4th and 4. Reggie Franklin is going to line up to return the punt for Lamar, as he is going to situate himself at around the 25-yard line. And it will be Young to punt. And the ball is going to take a bit of a Cashmere bounce, rolls out of bounds at around the 18-yard line. So the Cougars are going to have 1:27 to go here in the first half. Let's see if they can tack on some more points. They don't have a timeout. But perhaps this is an opportunity for this offense to wake out from the slumber that they have been in for most of this quarter.
You got enough time for 6 or 7 plays.
Oh, there's
guys.
certainly enough time, and you've got the talent out there.
Yeah, but you do have to kind of watch the clock. You've got to make sure that you burn enough of it that that you don't give that ball back on the short field to Cashmere.
He'll officially spot the ball at the 19. Cashmere does have 2 timeouts. Ellis Jones in his shotgun set. DeQuan Jones in the backfield with him. And they show blitz. And Jones has the 20, has room to the 30. Cuts it back to the 40. Still going 45.
Go out of bounds.
The 44-yard line.
Yep, he went out of bounds.
Gain of 25, and he was smart enough to get out of bounds.
But we've got a man down in the backfield back
Man
over
down
here.
in the backfield. We will take a break. Coug Sports Network gain of 25 yards. As Markel Dupree will come out momentarily. Devin Billy at number 51 in to replace him at center. Ellis Jones will hand the ball off to DeQuan Jones, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good stop there by the Rams. Number 84, Jeremiah Stevenson, and number 44, Aaron Reese on the stop.
Come on, guys, get up to the line.
Clock continuing to run now at 56 seconds to go in the first half. Remember, Cougs do not have a timeout here. 2nd and 9. Ellis Jones rolls out, steps ball underneath, caught first down and a little bit
Get
more.
out of bounds.
The clock still going, and it's going to be Demetrius James with the reception. Clock is going to stop after the chains are moved. So with 42 seconds to go, ball is going to be at the 36-yard line. Ellis Jones hands it off to DeQuan Jones to the 30, to the 25, inside the 25. It's around the 22-yard line.
Get up to the line, guys.
Cougs moving the ball quickly. 32 seconds remaining here in the half. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 21-yard line. Hand off again to Jones. Turns the corner to the 15, to the 10. He's going to go out of bounds.
No, he ain't either. That's a touchdown.
There, did they say? Yes, it is a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
I'll take that.
Yes, sir.
That's the ticket. Hey, there you go. 81 yards in a pretty quick fashion. As DeQuan Jones takes it 21 yards for the score.
That was his drive, guys.
It was. He started it with a 25-yard run, capped it off with a 20-yard run. 81-yard drive in a flash. Again.
Something went out of kilter.
Something went out of kilter. Looked like movement on the Lamar line. And there it is, that Alabama style of play. They moved the ball downfield pretty quick on the circular run, but a good catch by James to really fuel that drive.
That was actually against Kashmere, the penalty.
It is against the Rams. 22-7 now, your score with 22 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Delay a game? Why? How could that be a delay a game?
Because the clock ran off.
No, but I'm saying delay a game against the defense.
Cashmere.
Oh, if there's a delay a game against the defense, it's effectively it's the old play where somebody goes up over the top of the back or something like that. But they never got the play off, though, did they?
No.
And with the ball moved halfway to the goal line, Cougars are going to go for 2.
That's what I was thinking they might do.
And Dalian Richard, number 17, is back. Had missed some time with an injury. But number 17, Dalian Richard, is back. And it's going to be Ellis Jones. Flag is down. Looks like movement. He's in. But that's probably not going to hold up because of a false start. So back comes Ricky Guillen. Sliding doors routine for Lamar. 22 seconds to go first half, 22-7. Just a question of how Lamar finishes the extra point.
Well, he's back to his normal spot now.
A little bit further.
Yeah, a little bit further.
3 yards further back.
So the Cougs offense was dormant for a good chunk of the second quarter before that drive. High snap. Kick is going to be up, and the kick is good. Give credit there to Carlos Spells for that quick snatch. 22 seconds remaining. It is Lamar 23 now. 23-7 over Cashmere. 5 plays, 81 yards, guys. And it was DeQuan Jones. 63 of those yards on that drive were his. So 22 seconds left. Cougars, of course, looking to get the win. They will move on should this lead hold up, and we expect it will. They will perhaps get a rematch with Cold Spring. And you've got to hope that that can repeat the same way it did last year, where Cold Spring got the win in the regular season. The Cougars trumped them with the victory in the postseason.
Yeah, and we traveled up to Cold Spring this year, and we fell short on the safety, guys. The score was what, tied 22-22?
Yes.
Yep, wound up 24-22.
Yep.
A game where the Cougs played sluggish but still hung tough with the Trojans.
We had a lot of injuries that game.
A lot of injuries, had 2 touchdowns called back and a host of other penalties as well. Much different team that the Trojans will see if things hold up. Guillen set the kick off, and he will thump it right down the middle, and that is actually going to be fielded by Young, and Young is going to get to the 15. Works his way past the 20 and will be dragged down around the 23-yard line with 14 seconds to go here in the first half.
Now, do you just take a knee and not chance it, or do you try to wing it down the field?
You don't chance it if you're Kashmere. You're down just 16 in a situation where a lot of people would have expected you would be down even further than this.
Yeah, I don't think you go for a too big of a chance. You might go ahead and
take a probing shot downfield maybe.
Or even a delay handoff, something like that, where maybe you can get a little bit of opening, just see if something can't get broken and get downfield.
So there won't be a kneel down here for the Rams. Labatt in the backfield. They're going to go to pistol set. Actually, he will change out of it.
They're a little
Labatt
confused.
goes with the now. He lines up in a slot with Glassby in the backfield with him. High snap, handoff's going to be to Glassby, and the Cougars were all more than welcome to go ahead and read that play and drag him down after no gain. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Kashmere's hung tough for the most part, but it's not been enough as the Cougars scored on their first 2 drives. Looked a little dormant at times in the second quarter, but the 81-yard drive capped off by the Jones run gives them a 23-7 lead at halftime. And that is where we stand. Enjoy the halftime. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
A friendly place to trade. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years, Hoffman Lumber Company proudly serves Galveston County and surrounding areas with quality products at competitive prices. As a full-service lumber yard, we have everything you need for your next project. Select grade lumber, hardware, windstorm windows and doors. James Hardy Products, Boise Cascade, Builder's First Choice, Do It Best, Duo Fast, and so much more. Special orders on those hard-to-find items are our specialty. With over 100 years combined industry experience, our friendly, knowledgeable employees are committed to helping you find exactly what you need. We can answer any of your questions and help you choose the best products. We work with professional contractors and home builders as well as independent homeowners. We offer free delivery anywhere in Galveston County, including Bolivar and Crystal Beach. Please visit our website for a complete list of everything we have to offer. Hoffman Lumber Company, a friendly place to trade.
Here we are back at halftime at Barnett Stadium. Lamar currently holding a 23-7 lead over the Kashmere Rams. I'm very honored to have the mayor of Lamar, Bobby Hockin, here to my right. He came up here, and we're going to talk about some things. And right off the bat, you said we want to talk about the defense so Lamar needs to bring in the second half, right, Mayor?
Yeah, I think we need to tighten up a little bit here in the second half. Look kind of loose, but it's always good to be ahead at halftime.
Oh, yeah. Now, we recently had a new superintendent appointed to Lamar, Terry Watkins. She's come in here. I met her at the last home game when we won the district title at Stafford. I'm very impressed with her wanting to get involved in all areas of the community. Mayor, let's talk a little bit. Have you had a chance to meet with her and talk with her?
You know, I have. I was actually one of the first people to reach out to her. Emailed her right after she was appointed by the board. Welcomed her to Lamar, and I have high hopes. I'm an eternal optimist.
Good for you.
When it comes to LMISD, and I think she's going to do great.
That's good. Tell me some of the positive things you think that her coming into the community that you've noticed right off the bat.
I think she is a consensus builder. She's smart. She's talented. She looks good, and I say that with all due respect. And I think she's perfect for the part of superintendent. We needed some fresh blood and some fresh ideas, and I believe she'll bring that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a big Lamar Cougar football fan, as everybody knows, and Coach Jackson said he was really impressed. He said he's such a superstitious coach. He asked her. He told me, he said, I was going to ask her to come. She spoke to the players before the game at the locker room. He was going to ask her to maybe share some of that magic against Stafford. Maybe she did, I don't know, but that tells me right away that she's going to be involved in athletics, academics, the community, trying to work with the city. So what's your take on that?
Well, I think that's what it takes, and I wish she'd have been here to talk to him tonight, because I'll be honest with you, Mike, we look a little flat in that first half.
Yeah,
but,
we did.
We're this year, all year long, we've been a great second half team, and so I expect we will be tonight as well.
All right, let's close our nice conversation here right quick. Mayor, give us some goals and some benchmarks that the city council and you as a mayor expect from Lamarque in 2014.
2014 is going to be a great year. We have come a long way. We're not where we want to be. We're not where we're going to be, but we're sure not where we used to be.
I agree with that.
I have high hopes for the city of Lamarque that we'll have some employee raises passed out this coming year. And we're back on track, and we're moving forward, and it's an honor for me to serve in that capacity.
Very good. Well, I tell you what, I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm proud to be a Lamarckian for 60 years, and you being a mayor makes me want to stay that way. So thank you for coming up here. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and I agree. The defense needs to step up a little bit there, Mayor. But how about that quick, what was that, about an 80-yard drive there in 5 plays?
That was a great, quick drive. I look forward to getting out of here with a win, and then I look forward to beating up on Cold Spring.
There you go. Well, thank you so much, Mayor Bobby Hockin, joining me here at halftime. Lamarque currently up 23-7. We're looking to move on to the second round, but we've got to take care of business in the second half.
Absolutely.
Kook Sports Net, we'll be right back.
Starting the second half here at Barnett Stadium. Lamarque leading Cashmere by a count of 23-7. Brandon Williams along with Mike Lockwood, Lewis Parent Jr., senior stats downfield on the side, in the stands as always. Big shout out to Coach William Sal. Hoping that we can get you next week. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. Offense, like you said, Lewis, at the start, before we got back on the air, looked a little sluggish before the end of the half in that 81-yard drive.
That's it. They were just a little, things just weren't quite clicking the way that we've been seeing them the last couple of weeks and the way that we saw them in the first 2 drives of this game. It was just things just not quite there. They went away. I think they changed up plan and started going a little bit more on the we're not going to lose this game as opposed to let's be aggressive and go out and win it.
And the defense, they gave up the long drive to Cashmere to account for their one score thus far. But since then, they made the adjustment. Coach Lawrence made the adjustment, started containing the outside, and that really took away the opportunity for their talented quarterback, Christie, to roll out and cause damage in the same manner that he did in their scoring drive.
That's it. And let's don't forget that there were also 4 turnovers in this game, 2 for each team, and that changed the momentum a little bit back and forth.
Started the second half as the Cougars, who won the toss but deferred, will get the ball to start the second half.
And I think it's going to be real important that we go out here now and establish that let Cashmere know right from the get-go that they're not really in this game.
Oh, there's no question. You can get a score here, a touchdown here, deliver what would be essentially a knockout blow to this Cashmere team.
I like the way they started off upbeat and very authoritative in the first quarter, guys. The first 2 drives, I said, oh, wow, they're going to have this game over with at the first half. But as you guys mentioned, they started stalling in the second quarter, and the defense uncharacteristically allowed that long, 90-yard
drive.
Yeah. So let's hope that we've got all that corrected. And as you mentioned, Lewis, they're going to get the opening kickoff here in the second half. Let's hope that they take it in. Brandon, like you said, a knockout punch. Let's hope they do it.
Back deep for Lamarque is going to be Daquan Jones, number 24. Also, the upbacks, you'll have number 23, Carlos Spells, number 28, Datron Cole, and number 8, Shason Douglas. Back to kick for Cashmere's Arthur Young, number 22. Set the kick, and it is going to be a squib. It's going to be in the direction of Val Allen, and Allen is going to be tripped up at around the 36-yard line. So the Rams didn't want to take the risk of Daquan Jones hurting them with a big play, and they'll go ahead and sacrifice that for a decent field position. And we've got a stoppage of play right now.
Yeah, you know, you talked about Daquan Jones. Didn't mean to step on you there, Brandon,
Yeah.
but when you start off the game last week with an 86-yard touchdown return on the opening kickoff, you're right. That was him that had that. Is that correct?
That was Reggie Franklin.
Oh, that was
but
Franklin.
He does have but Jones does have a return for a touchdown, and that was against Dallas Lynch.
There you go. Get my players straight.
So
but Lamarque is very lethal on opening kickoffs.
So right now the Cougars will have the ball at the 36-yard line.
I think they're doing a little bit of clock maintenance as 14 seconds ran off on a kick that on a play that didn't go more than about 3.
So once they get that resolved, the Cougars will get the football. You'll have LaDarian Ellis-Jones at quarterback. Running back Daquan Jones looks like he is on his way to his 7th straight 100-yard game. Wide receivers are going to be the James brothers out there. It's going to be number 2, Demetrius, number 3, Quincy. Carlos Spells is in a slot, number 23, along with Mike Hardeman, number 15, lined up to the far side. 1st and 10 now after the clock has been resolved, and it's going to be a quick hitter caught by Hardeman. He's going to get to around the 39-yard line. Good open field tackle there by number 34, DeXavius Roberts.
But I do like the play call. I think it's something we need to see a little bit more of. We saw it early in those first 2 drives, but they need to get back to that now and get that passing game just a little bit more involved.
Gain of 3 on that quick shot. 2nd and 7. It's going to be a handoff actually to Daquan Jones, and Jones is going to lose a yard on this one. They were able to snuff that one out as number 71, Julian Cage Gibson, there to make the stop. So a loss of 1 makes that 3rd down and 8. Actually, no gain on that play. So I'll make it 3rd down and 7. Ball is going to be at the 39-yard line of Lamar. 2 tight ends set now. Low snap as Daquan Jones gets the carry, gets room, 45 midfield inside the 40 to around the 38-yard line.
Boy, he hit that hole in a hurry.
He exploded big time.
24 yards worth.
And the Cougars will get inside Cashmere territory again after the 24-yard run by Jones. Counter play is going to be again this time to Jones, and Jones is going to get inside the 35. Will be finally held up and stopped at around the 32-yard line. So this is kind of what we saw the Cougars do last week in the comeback win. They started utilizing the 2 tight end set. And right now you've got Leday and Eamon Fleming at tight end. They really caused damage. And this Ellis-Jones calls his own number, gets the ball inside the 25 to around the 24-yard line. May spot him at the 23, but again, it's going to move the chains for Lamar. And right now, this Cougar offense is looking a lot like the offense we saw in those opening 2 drives.
Yeah, and they're not giving the defense a chance to be able to shuttle out their players.
1st and 10. Ellis-Jones again calling his own number. Breaks 1 tackle, but can't get past the 2nd. Good stop there again. That's, again, number 34, and that's Roberts with the stop.
I'm going to say he lost a yard on that play. Going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll spot the ball at the 25-yard line. 9:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars again with the 2 tight end set. It's going to be a counter to Jones. Zips back inside the 20 to around maybe the 19-yard line. So he'll get 4 on that play.
Guys,
about 5.
The vision on Daquan Jones is just amazing. I thought he was on pop outside, but he saw that hole at a split second and went ahead and dove through it.
And if he'd have tried to go outside, there were a couple of Rams out there waiting for him.
Devin Billy at the end on the offensive line, and it is going to be Jones, and he is going to be stopped, dragged down, slung down with the loss, and that's number 84, Jeremiah Stevenson. 6'2", 240-pound senior there with the tackle.
All right, guys, don't stall here now.
4th down and 6 coming up as we get some personnel changes in. Carlos Spells will come in along with number 17, Dalian Richard.
Looks like Jackson's going to call a timeout here.
He will.
Yep, he
8:51 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's Lamar 23, Cashmere 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. $8:51 to go after the timeout. Cougars facing a 4th down and 6.
Actually, Guillen was in the huddle, but now any longer.
They disdained the field goal attempt. They go to 3 wide set. Ellis Jones rolls out, steps up, throws. Ball is going to be caught. And that's Demetrius James with the reception. That's enough for a 1st down. Puts the ball at the 10-yard line.
And that was really a very nice catch.
Very difficult throw. Also going to your left as a right-handed passer and being able to put it and lead the receiver on the way out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Ellis Jones calls his own number, goes inside the 5-yard line, maybe to around the 4, so he'll get 6 on that carry. Right now, Cashmere is on their heels, man. Already you can see guys with hands on their hips. Gain of 5 for Ellis Jones with 8:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars with the 16-point lead, looking to expand it even more. Ellis Jones calls his own number, gets to around the 2-yard line. Run blitz by Cashmere, worked to an extent, as now the Cougars are going to go play some power ball now. Fleming, number 30, Lede, 18, Irvin, 85, now coming in, as they will go with their jumbo package. Ellis Jones will hand it off to DeQuan Jones, and DeQuan Jones is going to be short. Good effort, but he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Number 27, Jerry Brooks, along with 71, Cage Gibson, there on the stop.
And bring up another 4th down.
So 4th and short coming up here. Ellis Jones calls the handoff, will roll out, tries to evade one man, still on his feet. It cuts back and he will be stopped. And the Rams let the Cougars get to the doorstep, but they deny access in. Good stop there by the Rams.
Yeah, they read that play out pretty well, and those defensive linebackers over there on the far side stayed home. When Ellis Jones went that direction, they were waiting on him.
Yeah, a couple of defenders right there, and that drive will be stalled at the 4-yard line. So that is where Cashmere is going to start. 1st and 10. Arian Christie under center with Glaspie in the backfield with him. Handoff is going to be to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to break a couple of tackles, going to break a few more than that. Gets past the 15 to near the 20-yard line.
Nice carry that time.
So Glaspie with a solid run, number 21, Danielle Glaspie. He has their only touchdown of the night, a 3-yard run in the 2nd quarter. We up the Cougar defense to slow this potential drive down. Labatt, number 42, is the fullback. With Glaspie back deep. I formation, 3 wide receiver set. Handoff is going to be to Glaspie, and Glaspie's got room to run. He's got the 30, 35. They'll go out of bounds at around the 39-yard line.
And they're going to give him the 40, and that was a real nice carry.
Very solid run, and that's a gain of 21 on that play.
I see Lamarck's defense is gambling by trying to blitz on the outside. He just cut in between inside them. Plenty of daylight once the blitzers on these ends were committed.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Again, they'll go in an I formation, 3 wide receiver set. Glaspie is the deep back. Handoff to Glaspie, and Glaspie's going to be stopped after a gain of about 1. Rosemond 55.
Going to give a little
Edwards.
credit out that way to Christian Harris as well, as he did a real good job of slowing him down.
Edwards, number 52, also in there as well. Gain of 1 makes it 2nd down and 9. They will put the ball at their own 41-yard line. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Lamar up 23-7 over Kashmere.
I'm sorry, that was Chris Laws that was in there slowing him down.
Again, they go with the eye set, play fake. And it is going to be a run close to a 1st down, and that is, again, a good run by Darian Christie.
Yeah, he's by far been their leading rusher. And that 190-yard drive out here, they were on 5 separate occasions on 3rd and 4th down that he was able to get around there to the far outside edge and get enough yards to convert it and bring it into a 1st down.
3rd down and 2 coming up, 5:36 and counting. Fast-moving 3rd quarter here thus far, as the Rams are a couple of yards away from extending this drive.
All right, defense, stop them right here.
Cougs need a stop right here to slow down the momentum at Kashmere. Hand up is going to be to Glassman. He does not get to the line of scrimmage. Good stop there by Lamar.
Good penetration by the front 4 on defenders for Lamar.
Arthur Rosemond was the man that cut his legs out from underneath him, allowed him to just make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Rosemond, Edwards also in there as well, so a 4th down coming up. They'll bring the punting unit out.
Or maybe.
And Cashmere's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 4 minutes, 50 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. It is Lamar 23, Cashmere 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4th down and 1 facing Cashmere with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. This by-district round game, Class 3A, Region 3, Division 2.
Need to watch the hard count also.
Christie under center. Class B is the deep back. There's movement on the line, and it looked like number 77 for Kashmere is the one tagged with movement, and that's number 77, Kenneth Butler, junior offensive guard, and that is going to move things back 5 yards.
That'll make their decision a little easier.
Still wouldn't necessarily say it's out of realm of possibility.
I wouldn't either, but they're going to bring out the punting
they'll
team.
bring Young out.
You know, they were trying the hard count, though, it appears, guys.
Worked against them. Will take the ball back to their own 44-yard line. As Datron Cole, number 28, lined up to receive the punt at his own 25-yard line.
Still wouldn't let your guard down, though, guys.
Oh, definitely not. Because you've got to think they've seen game film where the Cougars have been hurt by fake punts. They were hurt by a fake punt last week. Young won't get the punt off. Tried the fake, and again, that soccer-style kick.
Very high,
and
nice
it's going
kick.
to work in the favor of Cashmere.
That's going to be a touchback.
Not quite. Good effort there by the Rams. Number 7, Joshua Linton, tried to keep the ball from reaching the end zone. His efforts just fell short.
We dodged the bullet there, actually, guys.
Definitely.
Yeah, we did. And they did too, because there were all kinds of yellow jerseys around that man when he got that soccer-style kick off. That was a very effective kick.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Lamar with 4:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, let's drive at 80, guys.
Marched the ball downfield very effectively in their opening drive, but was denied the end zone as Cashmere had a good goal line stop. Handoff was going to be to Jones, and Jones is going to stay on his feet, almost stayed on his feet. Went down to around the 29-yard line, so a gain of about 9 on that play. We'll give the Cougars a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 coming up, 4:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Cougs will try to extend that 16-point lead, and up again to Jones, and Jones got the 1st down. Wisely putting both hands on the ball, moves the chains.
Did you see the difference in size between Daquan Jones and number 41 for the Rams?
Oh, number 41, Levante Lewis. There's considerable size difference there. 1st and 10 Ball at the 34. Hand up again is going to be to Jones. And Jones has midfield. Has 45. 40 down to around the 34-yard line. And he came close to taking that one all the way.
Yeah, buddy.
Explosive burst by Daquan Jones.
I look for some Alan Cooper in here, but I don't see him in the backfield.
As it has been Daquan Jones getting the bulk of the carries here tonight.
36 yards.
36-yard gain. He is well over 100 tonight. Hand off again to Jones, and Jones has room to run. Still going inside the 15 to around the 13-yard line. So tack on another 20 on that play.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the first half. Once he starts getting his wheels going, guys, this guy is he's hard to stop, and he's starting to feel his oats.
Irvin, the fullback, number 85. In the backfield with Daquan Jones, and Jones gets the carry again, cuts it back. Flag is down and around the 15-yard line. That's going to be a hold, no, take it back, and Jones was tackled around the 4, took away what would have been a first down.
You know, we went about 2 or 3 games without having that 20-yard line jinx, guys, but it's happened twice already tonight.
Got to shake that one off.
Had a problem. Good portion of the year, once it got in the red zone, they'll have a holding call or some type of a penalty, and so it's come back to bite us tonight here, guys.
As that will take the ball back to the 23-yard line. So a first down and 20 at the 23-yard line of Cashmere. Again, a 2 tight end set with Hardman the sole receiver. Toss is going to be to Jones. Tries to get to the corner, still on his feet to the 20 before he gets knocked down. He just kept going on that play. That play looked like it was due for about maybe a yard gain, but Daquan Jones made a little more out of it and got the ball to the 19. So a gain of about 4 on that play. They'll spot him at the 18, so make it 5. Second down and 15 coming up. Again, 2 tight ends set with Lede and Fleming lined up at the position. Hand off again to Jones. And it's going to be Jones at the side, the 10 to around the 6. So he's going to be close to a first down as we approach the 2-minute 30 mark here in the third quarter.
Boy, he has been riding. They've been riding that horse, haven't they, guys?
Oh, he has been.
Why not?
Third down. All around 4. And flags are down as Ellis Jones was not able to get the snap.
That's actually going to be a false start, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it does look like it will be.
Yep, their man jumped over. They were trying on that hard count again, and their man jumped across the line. The center, however, did not snap the ball, and Ellis Jones had already started backing away from it, and a couple of other defensive players started moving forward.
All right, shot ourselves in the foot again. Now, come on, recover, guys.
Okay.
You got down to the goal line the first drive. Let's not come away empty on this one.
So they will bring in the passing personnel as Spells 23 and the James brothers are in. Both James are at the near side, 4 wide set. Handoff is going to be to Daquan Jones, and Jones will get the ball inside the 10 to around maybe the 8-yard line. So another fourth down coming up as we're inside 2 minutes to go, and it will be Ricky Guillen time. It looked like it would be Guillen, and it looks now Jackson is going to take him out. Fourth down coming up here. They need to get the ball to the 3-yard line, so they get on a 4th down and 6 coming up here. Shotgun set. Ellis Jones back. Goes for the fade. Looks up. Ball is going. He caught. Touchdown!
Hey!
Rello Green, you can smile with joy because your grandson has a touchdown.
Boy, he plucked it out of that defender's hands.
He snatched that one with ease. Been a while since we had seen that fade route, but it's nice to know it's still there.
When it works, it's great. Kind of question that 4th down call, though, guys. I thought Guillen would come in and do the field goal attempt.
But you'll take Guillen with the extra point as flags are down. And it looks like it's going to be against Cashmere. They will decline it. They will decline the penalty and take the extra point. So at 1 minute, 27 seconds to go in the third quarter, Cougs now lead by a count of 30-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Plays 80 yards. DaQuan Jones accounted for 81 of those yards, and if the math sounds a little weird, remember there were a couple of penalties on the drive. Drive capped off as LaDarian Ellis-Jones hitting Mike Hardeman with a 9-yard touchdown pass. So the Cougars up 30-7. Looks like they're on their way to a by-district win and will advance to the second round for the 22nd time in the last 24 years. Again, we'll kick it off in the direction of number 21. That's Glassby, and Glassby is going to be smacked down at around the 26-yard line. Quincy James, number 3, on the stop. Looks like number 28, Datron Cole, was also there on the play as well.
Glassby saw a nice big hole over here to this near side, or at least he thought he did. You saw him speed up real quick, and then that hole got closed in a hurry.
I'd like to see this defense start making some statements here, guys.
No question. You've got a 23-point lead, but at the same time, you definitely want to end this game with the level of confidence and and assert your will against this Cashmere team. First and 10. Rams with an uphill climb, down 23 with 1:21 to go here in the third quarter. 4 wide set for Christie, and it's going to be a toss to Glassby, and Glassby will not get the corner.
Yeah.
Because that looked like number 26.
Billiot
there on the stop. Loss of about 2 on that play.
Textbook tackle, guys.
Great open field stop, slowed Glassby down.
When I first saw that, I was thinking Datron Cole, because we saw him make that same play a couple times there in the first half, and that time it was Billiot that stepped up and outstanding play.
Officially a loss of 3, so second down and 13 for the Rams at their 23. And again, Glassby is not going to get to the line of scrimmage because the Cougars are smelling the backfield. Thomas and Edwards were in there right off the bat. The Roseman also in there as well.
Roseman is the one that made that hit in the backfield that slowed him down.
Yeah, slowed him down. It actually diverted his direction. He was going one way and spun him around back the other way.
Roseman pounced off the line. As it looks like they're going to be content to let the final 13 seconds of the third quarter just run down.
Get your 4s up there.
Get the 4s up, Lamar. No fun till the job's done. You got 12 minutes left to work. It is now Lamar 30, Cashmere 7. Start of the fourth quarter coming up. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Start of the fourth quarter, Lamar leading Cashmere 30-7. Cougs looking to put an exclamation point on this win, as Cashmere facing a third down and 12 at their own 24-yard line. Christie is going to toss it back, and it's going to be Young, and Young tried to throw the flea flicker and got next to nothing as he is thrown down for a loss. Billiot is in there along with Mason, number 7.
Mason is definitely making a case for defensive player of the game out here tonight. He's been all over the field.
He has been. Billiot with a late push of his own to get some consideration. 2 stops on that drive as Young will line up to punt.
Be nice, have a nice little punt return here, guys.
That would be a nice little icing on the cake. As Cashmere looking to get personnel in. Looks like Cole lined up at the 49-yard line of Cashmere, as Young is the punter. He's evaded 2 blocks tonight with this methodical style of kicking, and he does it again. Cole's going to field it and lose it, and it's going to be picked up by James, and James is going to go to around the 43-yard line. So Cougars are going to get great field position out of this, as Quincy James will return, get the short return. They'll spot it at the 43-yard line of Cashmere.
I think you're going to have some Alan Cooper time now.
Oh, it's going to be DaQuan Jones back into the contest.
Yeah, but isn't that Cooper back there?
Oh, Cooper, let's see. There's
no, he's coming back off.
Douglas. Chason Douglas is also in the backfield as well, as the Cougars are going to go with the pistol set. Actually, it's a bunch formation with Douglas in the backfield, and then it's going to be Douglas, and Douglas is going to get to the 40, has some room inside the 30, so Chason Douglas with the run of 14 yards on his second carry of the night.
That offensive line now of Lamarque is starting to grind away at that defensive front for Cashmere.
They have done a tremendous job here in the second half, and it has been Markel Dupree, Devin Billy has also been in there a bit as well. Ashton Holmes, Marquez Baker, Michael Smither, and Taryn Gaines, and it's a reverse to Spells, and Spells is going to get about a yard on that play.
A lot of running for that yard.
For the defense as well.
Clock ticking down, 10 minutes, 15 seconds remaining here in the contest. And we've got a timeout coming, and it is going to be, no, it looked like it was going to be a timeout, but he will start the play clock going. 10:05 remaining, second down and 9. And it's going to be Ellis Jones going up top, looks for Harmon. Harmon with the catch to the 5, touchdown! Oh, it helps to be tall at times.
It helps, yes, sir.
Nice little personal tip drill, kind of reminding himself of playing a little basketball.
Yep.
Ellis Jones' second touchdown of the night, and this one, guys, is pretty much a done deal.
I go back to that offensive line grinding away here in this second half and wearing that defense for Cashmere down, guys.
You know, there's no question that offensive line just wore down that line. And Cashmere had size on that line.
Yep.
Make no mistake, but the Lamar Cougars have just methodically worn them down.
No good on the extra point.
No good. But nonetheless, 9 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. It is Lamar 36, Cashmere 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 52 to go. It's Lamar 36-7 over Cashmere. A 3-play, 43-yard drive. In the final 20 is caught by number 15, Michael Harmon. His second touchdown catch of the evening from LaDarian Ellis Jones. Again, kicks it off. And it is going to be Cormier to the 25, to the 30, still churning, and he is finally going to be dragged down at around the 34-yard line.
He said our season might be over with, but I'm not done.
Listen, Cormier, he's going to be a junior. He's a junior, so he will be back next season for the Rams.
That time there were 10 Cougars around that scrum.
So,
and the only reason there wasn't an 11th one is one of them got knocked out of it.
All right, do you just go back to your game plan as Cashmere, or do you go ahead and try to wing it out and try to make something happen?
You try to wing it out and make something happen. You got a lot of these kids that are going to be coming back next year. So a junior-loaded squad with a handful of sophomores. You're going to have Arian Christie back at quarterback as well. So why not give these kids a reason to end the season on a high note? Ball is going to be intercepted. That's going to be a high note for the Cougars. And that is Chason Douglas with the wall. Was that Douglas? No, it was not Douglas.
Yeah, that is number 8.
That is Douglas.
That is Chason Douglas.
That's his second interception tonight.
Second interception of the night, stopped at the 14-yard line. Came very close to getting his second defensive touchdown in as many weeks. So the Cougars are going to have great field position again.
Yeah, Douglas picked up that fumble last week, and that actually was a big momentum swing.
That was a huge momentum swing because at the time Lamarque was down 14.
Right.
And it just turned the ball over on downs. Ellis Jones in the backfield at quarterback. And it's going to be a rollout pass. Ellis Jones looking, ball incomplete, was looking in the direction of number 30, the tight end, Amon Fleming. Had Harbin in the vicinity as well, but it's an incomplete pass. Makes it second down and 10 with 9:23 remaining here in the contest.
And I like Coach Jackson going ahead and experimenting, even though you've got this game pretty well in hand. Don't be complacent and just try to run the clock out. Let's continue to keep working on the offense.
No, there's no question about that. Because the bar does get a bit higher next week. Second down, handoff's going to be to Dalian Richard, and he is going to be stopped. Probably gets about a gain of 1 on that play. Tackle made by number 42, Mark Labat.
Looked like Ellis Jones was falling down as he was trying to make that handoff.
He was.
It wasn't a clean exchange.
So 3rd down and 10. They'll officially say no gain on that play. 3rd and 10. Ball is at the 14-yard line of Kashmere as we're inside 9 minutes. Richard and Irvin are in the backfield for Lamar as Ellis Jones throws slant incomplete. All flags were flying. So motion again. And it's something you got to clean up. And there's a lot that you like about this victory tonight, but at the same time, there are some things that you will hope that the Cougars can take care of between now and next week, and that has definitely got to be high at the list.
Yes, sir.
Relatively clean first half, but here in the second half, that's 25 yards on 4 penalties now.
Yeah, and then also that opening drive there, they got down to the door, and they just didn't open it up to get that 6 points. Those kind of things, when you get deep in the rounds and you get that close to the goal line, you got to put 6 up.
There's no question about that. Personnel in as Spells and James will come into the contest. Chason Douglas is back into the game as well. And it's going to be a counterplay to Douglas.
Nope.
And the ball wide open to Dalian Richard. 3rd touchdown pass for Ladarian Ellis-Jones. Welcome back, Mr. Richard.
Yeah, he was wide open, too.
19-yard reception, and my gosh, you can't get that wide open. You can't get much more wide open than that, guys.
That was it.
Yeah, somebody was either a blown assignment or that was a well-run route that was disguised pretty well.
A little bit of a modified wheel route there.
It was.
So the Cougars tack on 6 more. Snap and the hold. The kick is going to be up. Kick this time is going to be good. 8 minutes, 26 seconds remaining now, and the Cougars will pour on another touchdown, and they lead Kashmere by a count up 42-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So a 3-play, 15-yard drive. Dalian Richard with a touchdown reception from Ladarian Ellis-Jones, and that is Jones's 3rd touchdown of the night.
It's probably his best of the year so far, isn't it?
I believe it is, as the kick is going to go in the direction of Cormier, and they'll pitch it back to Glaspie. Glaspie to the 14-yard line, and that is where he will be stopped.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and give him the 15 on that, but not a real well-executed play.
No.
Not very well thought out as Corwin Lede, number 18, gets involved in the action as he will be credited with a tackle. Actually, correction, that is number 19, Kendrick Randall. Senior defensive lineman, went to high school with his dad, Ken Randall Sr., and that kid could throw a nice little lick on you at safety back in the day.
You know, that's pretty much the story of most Lamarque athletes. A lot of these young men on this field tonight had a father or grandfather that played back in the day.
1st and 10 for the Rams. Christie back in the pocket. Steps up, throws. Ball is going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands of Cormier.
The kid's got a good delivery with his arm, you know.
He does, and
he really
he's
does.
a junior. He's going to be back next season, and you'd have to think that, with the nice off season of training and everything, that he's going to be a much better quarterback going into next year.
We were driving up here earlier this afternoon, and I was asking Brandon what the line was on this game, and I was told it was a 7-point line. And it was.
Padilla Poll was 7 points.
And I was kind of curious as to whether perhaps maybe they were watching the first 4 games of Lamarque rather than the last 6.
That's right. Yeah, the Padilla Poll was 7 points, Lamarque.
Go figure. 2nd down and 10. Christie back, faces pressure. Rolls out. He's just going to throw that ball away for dear life, and that's going to be an intentional grounding.
It will.
Yeah, that's got to be.
That ball never made it back to the line of scrimmage, and there was not an eligible receiver within 10 yards.
Good pressure. Mason.
That's a loss of down at 10.
Loss of down in 5.
All right.
Mason in there. Also number 45, William Tenner, there on the rush. So it's a 3rd down and long situation coming up for the Rams will end their season with a 6-4 mark. They played just 9 games this year in the regular season. 8 minutes, 5 seconds left. Cougs up 43-7.
Better be careful here.
They're in dangerous territory right here.
Yep.
You know, you're back in the end zone. They already conceded a safety earlier in the contest.
And Christie is actually about a yard deep in the end zone.
3rd down and 15. Christie back, trying to get out of the end zone. Steps up, throws, and the ball is going to be caught. It'll be short of the 1st down. As again, as it's been the case for a good part of the evening, Joshua Linden, number 7, with the reception.
Even though I was going to say, even though you're down 43-7, I don't think you want to try this 4th down play, guys.
No.
You still got to punt.
Yeah, you know, it's a 4th and 7 situation.
And you're still inside your 20?
Yeah. So they will punt as Young will come out to handle the punting duties. Datron Cole back deep for Lamar as he is lined up around midfield.
Still love to see a good punt return.
Rams had just 10 men on the field. They wait and get number 11 out there. And looks like it's going to cause them to take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. 7 minutes, 7 seconds left. Actually, a delay of game.
Delay of game, yep.
Ouch.
So it's going to push them back even further.
Wheels are starting to really get the lug nuts loose now.
No question. And it's not the way you want to end your season. You want to at least be able to sustain some kind of positive, you know, in the final 7 minutes, 2 seconds. Young awaiting the snap, gets it, and he will get a low line drop that's fielded by Cole at the 40, goes to the 31-yard line is where he'll be stopped at, and that's where the Cougars will start their next drive.
All right, let's see if we got, looks like we still got the starters across that offensive line, guys.
Yeah, it looks like most of them are coming back out.
Most are coming
tailback,
back out.
running back.
Got a number 32 coming in there for Lamar. And that is going to be Ja'Cory Fennell, the quarterback. Fennell, JV QB, is going to get some action here. And it's a high snap, and Fennell is going to fall on it. As the ball is going to go to the 44 of Kashmere, a loss of 12 on that play. So Ja'Cory Fennell, and I don't think you'll see a quarterback wearing number 32, but Fennell looks like a pretty big kid, guys.
Yeah,
he does.
He actually looks like a tight end.
That's what I was about to say. Looks more like a tight end than a quarterback. High snap, loses the ball again. And did he recover it? Yes.
Nope.
No.
Oh, did he?
Nope,
Nope,
he didn't.
he did not. I didn't think he did. That was number 81.
Well, I call that
those are jitters.
Jitters, yeah. No other way to put it.
No other way of putting it. Ball is fumbled. Cashmere recovers. Again, it's one of those things that you know, if you're Cashmere, it's something that you want to take, you know, with you. You got forced three turnovers against Lamar. You know, and even though it was a case against, you know, jitters against the second team, turnover is a turnover is a turnover. So 1st and 10, Rams at the Lamar 47-yard line. Herb Smith hurrying up to get into the field. Christie in shotgun. On hand the ball off, and it is going to be a nice run by Glaspie. And Glaspie's going to move the ball inside the 35 to around the 33, maybe the 32-yard line.
Tyree Mason that time wound up catching him in the back and actually wound up almost doing like a Superman type move where he got pulled forward off of his feet. Still managed to hang on, though, to drag him down.
And Glaspie's going to be another one of these kids that will be back for Cashmere next season, so it shapes up pretty well for 2014 for Cashmere. Handoff again is to Glaspie. Cuts it back inside the 30, tries to work his way toward the 25, but won't get there.
Good moves by that kid.
Datron Cole and James out there finally to make the stop.
Personnel change coming up. Yeah, and Glaspie has some nice moves. He showed some nice moves this evening. As we get to see some personnel changes coming in.
Clock down to 5 minutes, 20 seconds here in this fourth quarter. Lamar holding a 43-7 comfortable lead.
Right now, Cashmere not really content to run a hurry up, as they just look to try to see if they can end this season on a positive with perhaps a score. Play fake, Christie back in the pocket, steps up, wings it. Ball is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, there were actually three Lamar receivers back there that were actually closer to that ball than any of the Rams.
Was looking in the direction of number 7, Linton. So third down coming up for Cashmere.
You know, and this game might have been a little bit different too, guys, but the receivers for Cashmere dropped a number of balls in that first half.
And there was one play early on in the first half where Glassby got behind everyone, and had he caught the ball and went full stride, complexion of this game might have changed a little. Christie back, steps up in the pocket, throws again, and then the ball is going to be incomplete. Actually intercepted.
Intercepted right at the goal line.
Out of the hands of Linton, and that is going to be Detron Cole, and Cole slips up at around the 28, 26-yard line.
That's about the only thing that slowed him down on that return.
Looked like he was building some momentum on that one.
So actually the ball was in the receiver's hands.
Yes.
And it slipped out and went into the hands of the defender.
Yes.
Defender standing right on the goal line, about a yard inside.
And we just talked about the receivers for Cashmere not being able to hold on to the ball.
So 7 turnovers in the last 2 games for Lamar.
On the positive side.
And stoppage of play.
We had a little
And Cougars are
motion.
going to take a timeout.
Oh, okay.
Jackson was able to get it before that play snapped. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left. Nothing left but the crying if you're Cashmere. It's Lamar 43, Cashmere 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the contest as Ladarian Ellis-Jones will come back in at quarterback. 1st and 10 for Lamar at the 24-yard line, their own 24-yard line. Low snap. Handoff is going to be, this time it looks like number 21, and I love this kid, Grismore.
Oh, that's right.
Delvion Grismore. I don't think there's a guy that runs as hard and with as much passion as Grismore.
Passion is the exact word I was going to use.
Yeah, he's not nearly as powerful a runner as Daquan Jones. He's not quite as fast as Ellis Jones, but holy cow, he runs fun.
And a huge hole again for him as he gets inside the 40.
And he pops right back up, said, let me do it again.
You know, you have to like the fact, he's a senior.
Look at him, see? He said, I got to go out.
Some more touches.
I want more touches, Coach. Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if we see him out there again if this drive continues.
I'm sure.
As Dalen Richard now replaces him in the backfield. Handoff was going to be to Richard, and Richard is going to be stopped, not before he gets a yard or two. 4 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the contest.
You know, those last 2 previous plays, guys, that's a sign of that offensive line wearing down that defense. The defense is just about a step slower than what they were earlier in the game.
3:53 and counting, 2nd down and 9. And handoff is going to be to Richard. He gets the corner, flagged down. If it holds up, it's going to be a 1st down Lamar, but it's looking unlikely that will be the case.
Oh, no, they're going to go the other way.
Really? A personal foul, a face mask, so tack on a few more.
Yep, hands to the face.
Yeah, big old number 74 for Lamar, Mike Smither. He's sitting there saying, what's up with this?
So move the chains a little further down.
Yeah, Lamarque is definitely a second-half team, guys. They've established that identity. They've pretty well, it's like a chess match in the first half, try to be able to figure out what the opponent's going to do. But good conditioning and good composure in the second half. So far, they've identified themselves in the last 4 or 5 ball games that way.
Richard still in the backfield. He will get the carry, has room, plows his way inside the 10 to around the 8-yard line, and Grismore's going to get his call back in.
There we go. He's earned it.
So Davion Grismore, number 21, senior, a guy who worked his way up, spent time on junior varsity, finally worked his way up to varsity, and he has made the most of his opportunities. Second down, and it's going to be Ellis Jones trying to make something happen out of nothing. Turns the corner to the 20. Still going. He'll just finally go out of bounds and let the clock stop.
So I faked you.
Yeah, there was a nice fake out there.
Yeah.
That stutter step just caused that defensive lineman to go, huh? And
Yep.
hit the ground.
Yeah.
2 minutes,
All right.
56 seconds remaining. And it's just a question now as to who Lamar faces and where and when.
Well, it's Orangefield playing Cold Spring? Is that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So the Cougars will get the winner of that game. Handoff's
There
going
we
to be
go.
Griswold. And
There
Griswold's
we
going to get his
go.
touchdown.
Oh,
There we
Now, that's the
go.
kind of
Yes,
thing that
sir.
makes the night.
Yes, sir. It does.
All the work he put in at the beginning of this drive, a couple of double-digit gains, gave him the opportunity, but there is
There
a
goes
little
flag
white
down.
down there.
Ah, shoot.
Flag at around the 9-yard line. We'll wait and see. It is a touchdown.
Touchdown, yep. Personal
Personal
foul.
foul
Yeah,
again.
it's getting a little chippy now. That's 2 on this drive.
So tack on another score as Grismore scored 1 touchdown during the regular season. This will be his 2nd of the year.
And Lewis said it very well. He's fun to watch.
He is.
He is. He just comes out with a burst of speed, and he just knows one direction, straight.
And he covers the ball well when
He
he's getting
does.
ready to get tackled. You notice?
Yep.
I mean, that's a sign of somebody that's played almost every down throughout the season.
Guillen will attempt the extra point, and Guillen is going to be good. So with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, it's the Cougars now tacking on the score, and the Padilla poll a little bit off tonight with that 7-point spread.
Yeah.
It's Lamar 50, Cashmere 7. Coug Sportsnet will be right back. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the contest as the personal foul is going to put the ball at the 45 of Cashmere. And you guess that Ricky Guillen will just thump this ball out of the end zone, and it is going to be out. As Cashmere will start this next drive at the 20-yard line.
Well, guys, is it time to do players of the game yet?
I
Yes,
think
sir.
this would be a great time to do it. Offensive player of the game, I think that, there's a lot of guys you could take a look at, but it was really DeQuan Jones, 7th straight 100-yard game, and it was really his running, that 81-yard drive woke up the offense at the end of the first half. And again, the couple of drives here on the third quarter when the Cougars really put this thing away.
Honorable mentions go to Michael Hardiman.
Hardiman, yep.
Yeah, with a couple of, what does he get?
Two touchdown passes.
And then
LeDarian
also
Ellis Jones throwing three on the night.
So, but DeQuan Jones, though, defined the team tonight on offense.
And
Lewis,
defensive player of the game, it's not quite as difficult to do. It's going to be Chason Douglas and Tyree Mason. That's it. Those two guys were everywhere tonight. Chason obviously got the 2 interceptions, but Mason was a constant presence in the Rams' backfield tonight, putting on pressure. He got some help back there from a couple of other guys, but it really was an outstanding defensive game for both him and Douglas tonight.
And how many turnovers did Lamar get tonight?
4 turnovers tonight.
in the
He still got
positive.
226.
Five
plus,
turnovers.
Yeah, 5 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
He got a lot of new faces out there. Kendrick Randall, number 19, is in there. Number 99, Jarrett Wilson. Number 16, Corey Holmes. So a lot of these junior varsity guys getting some action. Number 34, Kenyon Tooks, also in there as well.
The center stepped on his foot, guys.
Yep.
Also take a look, see if we can get any more of those youngsters getting their first taste of varsity action. Number 88, Marcus Matthews, coming in.
We already mentioned 16.
Yes, we did. Number 53, Brandon Wade, getting in some time. Number 13, that's Donald Caldwell.
35.
35, that's going to be Darren Morgan.
Big number 99 sitting in there at nose tackle.
99, Jarrett Wilson. So a lot of these junior varsity kids getting a taste of varsity action. The future of the Cougars getting their first taste. Christie back, steps up, throws, goes long, has a man
wide
downfield. That is
open.
going to be a good catch by Cormier. And that is going to be a huge gain by the Rams, and that will put the ball at the 36-yard line of Cashmere.
Boy, and they tried that too.
Lamar, excuse me, with 1:12 to go.
Sorry about that, Brandon. They tried that same play twice in the first quarter unsuccessfully, but right there, perfect pass in stride, being able to just not even have to stop his run.
And again, you look at the fact that there are a lot of these kids from Kashmere coming back next season. So would not be a surprise to see these kids back here in the postseason in 2014. Clock running under a minute now. And shotgun set, Christie back, pump fakes, looks, goes the other direction, goes up top, incomplete. Intended for Linton. Good coverage there by number 14 for Lamar, Derek Lewis.
Yeah, and Linton actually had to play a little bit of a defender. He actually reached out and grabbed his back to make sure that he wasn't going to be able to get back there and pick that ball off.
Clock stops at 52 seconds left. It was 14-7 at one point. The Cougars got a safety and then went 81 yards at the end of the first half to make it 23-7, and it just went downhill from there for Kashmere. Second down and 10. Christie back in the pocket, steps up, throws more of a Hail Mary. The body's flying all over the place. Ball is incomplete.
Yep, there was just a little bit of incidental contact to begin with up there, and then whenever the last defender for Lamar thought he might have a legit shot at trying to pick that ball off, he wound up then getting tangled up with two guys that were on the ground.
Why is it when the JVs come in, guys, they seem to have a lot more pep in their step? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
These guys they're bouncing around all over the field down there.
Oh, they're normally used to playing on Thursday nights, but no, not in this kind of environment. And, to have the opportunity to get a reward, to get a just reward for their hard work.
Yes, sir.
During the regular season in JV.
JV had a good season as well.
A lot of these faces that you will see next season, but there's still plenty of season left for Lamar here. Christie rolls out, steps up, throws a dart, and that ball's going to be almost intercepted.
He said, I had it.
Almost intercepted, and that is Cameron Ellis-Jones, and yes, that would be Ladarian Ellis-Jones' little brother.
I'll be darned.
Wouldn't that have been something?
Yeah, that's sir.
I'm sure there'll be a little ribbing between brothers.
38 seconds here, and this one's in the books.
And it's 4th and 10. You know they're going to go for it. They've got nothing to lose.
Oh,
no,
of course not.
Not at all.
Put it up and try it one more time.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pass.
I tell you, you have to like this kid, Christie.
Yep.
He stays in the pocket very well. Has an arm. He can whip the ball out fairly well.
We saw a couple of passes there in that first half that were just absolute bullets.
Empty set as he will roll out, faces pressure, dumps it off, and it's going to be dropped.
Oh.
Young was the nearest receiver he could find, and he dropped it, and that will end the season for Kashmere officially, as the Cougars will get the best play in football here with 31 seconds left.
Victory formation definitely coming up, guys. What's your thoughts on the game tonight here, Lewis?
I tell you what my thoughts are is kind of like what you said a little earlier. Lamar has definitely established itself as a second half team, but the defense has done a good job now for about 10 quarters of really playing lights out. Yes, there was a score in here on a nice, long, well-executed drive. They allowed a couple of long plays by Christie, but barring that drive and just very little else, the last 10 quarters, defense has played outstanding football.
I agree.
And number 48, Brian Willis, junior varsity wide receiver, is going to be a part of the victory formation. And the JV guys were really excited about getting him in there. You can see that commotion on the sidelines as Ellis-Jones will take a knee, and that should do it.
Well, some of the things that I enjoyed, the game plan, the defense stepped up when it needed to. It had a few hiccups there in the second quarter, but some of the things this team does need to polish up on, and I mentioned it a couple of times. When they get in that red zone, they need to go ahead and close out the drives, because it's not going to get any easier as the weeks progress and if you want to make it to Dallas. So that in itself is something that if they really want to improve upon one big thing, it's getting inside the red zone and making the points count.
Well, chapter one of what most Lamar fans are hoping will be a 6-part mini-series is in the books as the Cougars roll to a 50-7 win over the Kashmere Rams. Cougars are now 8-3 on the season. Kashmere's season ends at 6-4. Like I said, it's just really a question of finding out who we played, when, and where. As for the 22nd time in the last 24 years, the Lamar Cougars will advance in the bi-district round and head toward the area. So that pretty much sums it up here at Barnett Stadium. For Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., senior stats as always in the stands. And Mike, you've got a couple of guests. You want to say hello?
Oh, yeah. We got Michael Brown here and Cody Brown that came along with us here. And what I'm most thankful about, well, they come to watch a good ball game. They help me carry all this heavy equipment up to the stands. Thank you, Michael and Cody. And I have to mention that they're very good employees of mine as well.
And great to have you guys. And we'll be more than happy to have you aboard the rest of the way here. Final score here at Barnett Stadium. It is Lamar 50, Cashmere 7. Brandon Williams signing off. We'll see you next week. Cougars take state.